Yes, people. What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Saeed TV. We are back with MUFC Unfiltered podcast Sunday night. A bit early than usual because the Super Bowl's on tonight. So I thought, you know what? Let's do this earlier and let's get the content out there as we can, man. But we're here on the back of a win, guys, which is good. Always good because in the day we don't want no losses. It's a bit. Okay, we'll talk about it. But it's a win. We're through. I don't know if Liverpool are through, Chelsea are through, and Arsenal through. But we're gonna take that regardless. And we go wrong with it, brothers. But what are we saying? Double A, how are you first and foremost?
Bro, I'm all good. You got that wrong, by the way. You said it's the Super Bowl. It's not. It's a Kendrick Lamar concert. Is what it is.
Okay.
Let's not kid ourselves. It's just a stupid. Extra protective rugby game either side of a Kendrick performance. But now I'm good, bro. I'm really good considering what we were put through. I'm so happy that game was on Friday because I've had a mint weekend.
I know.
Because if I was suffering through that yesterday and then today you kind of, you know what I'm saying? Or if I had to put through it today and I had to start my week after watching that, I'm so happy that it was Friday night because Saturday and Sunday have been brilliant. But as always, it's a massive pleasure to be asked to be on your channel, bro. So it's always good to be with the man Flawless as well and the best chat on YouTube. Paul, I don't know what I'm hating on. To be honest with you, I'm not hating on NFL. It's calm. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, me personally, I'm just looking forward to Kendrick. I'll be fair. So
that's fair. Man. That's fair. Big up, man. Big up, Double A. Flawless. What are you telling me? I'm feeling blessed.
Yeah, man. All blessed, man. No complaints. Yeah, I can echo what Double A said first and foremost. Blessed for having me on the channel as always. Always good to see Double A. Yourself, Saeed. Big up to the chat as well. And yeah, you mentioned it, man. We came off a win, man. That's the positive. Because had we had lost, as bad as the performance was, in particular the first half, we'll get into it, of course. But I'm just happy we won. Hey, man, you could have went out to the team who's bottom of the championship. It could be worse. I'm just saying.
It could be worse.
It could be way worse.
Worse, man. And
it could be way worse.
Yeah, bro. It could be worse, guys. Because Liverpool went out, arrogance. They said they're going to win the treble. You know what I mean? They're talking about this quadruple and all of that, but got to keep your eye on the prize.
Yep.
Chelsea yesterday, brother, I don't know what they're on. They're 3 years without a trophy now. You know what I'm saying? In terms of major honors. You know,
3 years without a trophy for them, look.
Bro. 3 years without a Champions League was their biggest trophy that they last won. You know, apart from that, they've not won anything.
I'm used to them just picking up trophies. That's why I said that's why a domestic or something like that.
They won the Super Cup, they won the Club World Cup, but that's just a product.
Yeah, this is a side thing. Yeah.
Charity Shield, isn't it?
Charity Shield. You know, it's a Charity Shield, man. You know what I'm saying? But them man are out. And also, we knocked them out. You know what I'm saying? So them man.
We knocked out who? Who did you say? Say that again, Saeed.
We knocked them out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, last round. Yeah. So, you know what's mad, yeah? Like, we can actually, find our way through this competition and win it again. I know it sounds mad, yeah? But we can do it again. I know it sounds crazy.
No, it don't sound crazy, Saeed. We are scam artists. I've been saying this. This is the type of thing that we do. We are scam artists. We are Ponzi scheme FC, and we're going to try and do it again. We are going to try it
what was
again.
That thing, Flawless, that everyone was on? Was it ACN back in the day? Do you remember ACN?
Oh, you're talking about MSN?
Nah, ACN. What? If you know, you know. There was these guys that were basically, there was these salesmen, the man them on the hood all got joined this thing called ACN. And basically they were salespeople and that, and they were trying to basically pitch something to people, innit?
Okay.
And it kind of flopped after a couple of months.
It rings a bell.
Yeah, if you know, you know. Like, we're ACN scam artists, man. You know what I mean, bro? Like, that's what we are. Facts. So I'm gonna take it, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah, if you know, you know. If you know, you know. Nah, bro. If you know, you know. But listen, it's one of them where you don't have to play well to get far. Like, it's just next game. That's it. That's it, bro.
We ain't played. Go on, Double A.
I said it. Sorry, bro. I said it to you the other day, Saeed. It's exactly what we did last season in the FA Cup. We scammed through every single game, bro. We've done it before. Listen, we're just doing it now under a new man. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's the same thing, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care. I'm not even bothered. This season stinks. It's absolutely horrendous. So, and I like winning the FA Cup. You know,
No, I love it. I love it. I love the FA Cup. I can't lie.
I've done it.
Yeah, I love it.
But this
96 against Liverpool, it's moments, man. So
yeah.
I'll take scamming it again, bro. I'm not even bothered. And as deep as the problems run, and I ain't go into it now because I could be here for an hour on its own talking about it. If we don't get you, well, this club is trouble. Do you know what I mean? So we need to get European football. So I'll take Plymouth next, although Plymouth might beat us, I'll be fair.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't trying to run into Plymouth. You know, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not trying to see. I'm not. I am not trying to see Plymouth. I'm just saying. I'm not. Nah, man. I'm being deadly. Yo, I don't want to see Plymouth, man.
I was almost gonna say, yeah, but if we play them at home, and I think, nah, that actually could be 10 times worse. That could be 10 times worse.
Rather play by their gaff. You know what I'm saying?
I'd rather be away from home, man. You know what I mean? I know we got this good record.
Yeah, we're better at home.
Yeah,
we're better away from home.
Yeah.
But you mentioned it there about like us like being scam. Like we've been scam artists for 12 years. We've been. When's the last time we've been good from the start of the season till the end of the season? We might have had good moments, the odd good game, good run of form, maybe like half a season, a few good months, or like a few good months. But I can't remember the last season. I can say we was very good. We was good or even better than that from the very start to the end. We'll have like last season, terrible, but we had a good run. Even the FA Cup. Look at the Coventry game. That sums us up in a heartbeat. The Coventry game.
Yeah, Coventry. Yeah.
Literally half an inch away from going out of the competition, and we were 3-0 up, right? And then they brought it back to 3-3. We are, like I said, those that watch Power Up, Western Holdings, man. That's us, man. We are Western Holdings FC. We are a Ponzi scheme, and we're gonna try and scam it again. And I'm tired of like. This season, I'll deal with it because it's just the scenario we're in. Next season, it's got to change, though.
But the manager did say, though, I don't know if you see the video that I posted before.
Oh, what did he say?
The manager asked him, yo, but you man can win a little FA Cup at the end of the season. That's something, innit? And then Gabriel Carr asked him a question. But he goes, nah, man. I don't look like... That's how I view football, innit? I view football playing well. And in the end of the season, that can happen. But for now, we just start playing well. Like, I like what he's saying, innit? But... the problem is we ain't translating on a football pitch. Like he's not really happy with this. He's clearly bothered by it, the way we're playing. He knows we're playing shit. But right now, his what he's saying and what the actions of the team are, they're a bit contradicted, especially the style, the personnel, especially in the right wing back role, left wing back role. Like he knows we can't scam our way through a FA Cup again. And then all of a sudden, people look at the season as a positive success. Yeah, cool. In isolation, you win that trophy, but it doesn't. I don't think it clouds away, and it kind of almost. What's the word I'm looking for? Like in terms of, you see what I'm trying to say, bro?
Nah, you're fully going. I was letting you land. You were spot on. Go on, Double A.
I mean,
man, just that sums it up right there.
That's the sum
up of it right there. I get it. Honestly, man. Bro, I understand. I understand.
And I obviously the fingers always get pointed at the manager. But as long as I've been on this podcast, bro, is as long as we've been slagging off these players. And he wasn't the manager then. And how shit these players are. And each week it's a different player turning up and showing how shit they are.
Yeah.
So he, for me, shouldn't even be in the conversation about what's going on. And you can talk about, well, he's playing this player here, he's playing this player there, he's playing that player there. I don't care, mate. Like at the end of the day, he's doing what he has to do to get through a game. And does he change it? Yes. Is he getting certain results? Yes. Do I want it to be 100 times better? Absolutely. But everything I'll say about Amorim and possibly the players tonight is going to link back to certain people. You can't drag a man out of a job where he's unbeaten. He's beating City in the Champions League. Could be going for a second league in a row. Tell him it's now or never. Him say, no, please let me come in the summer. No, it's now or never. You drag the man out of a job in November, and then you do not back him in his first transfer window. You don't even give him anything apart from 3 kids, 20 and under. So, and one of them's not even coming till the summer. So, what is he meant to do? Because we wanted rid of the last manager, and we knew it wasn't just it just wasn't on him; it was the players as well. So, for me, this season, Amorim doesn't get 1 ounce of criticism. I do not even care, because if a collection of players, millionaires, should I put it that way, a collection of millionaires can't wake up, go to work, and do their fucking job properly, then it's all on them, I'm afraid. And I like we were saying the other day, walking up to the stadium, Saeed, we ain't gonna turn on this manager, because he's literally in the kitchen working with his hands, like, with no knives, with no ingredients, and asking to rustle up some next meal, or he's in the garage asking to fix a car with no tools. Do you know what I'm saying? So what are we meant to be doing here? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't trust an ounce of these players, and I don't see how he comes away. Because one thing that really annoys me about it is they're absolutely ruining his reputation as well. This club ruining his reputation. Like, he's coming the next big thing, and if it goes tits up here, he might struggle to get a job again. Because look at the last 2 that have been here. The only one that could was Jose, but that's Jose's Jose. You know, Van Gaal's Van Gaal. Ollie's only just about got a job now with Besiktas. Ten Hag was so desperate. He's hanging around a guy with his girlfriend, knowing they got in a rocky relationship, waiting for him to mess up again so he can swoop in and take her on a date. Do you know what I'm saying? This is how desperate he is. So I just worry this club is setting him up for fail, but I back him, and everything he's saying is everything I've wanted to hear. So I understand why he's frustrated when people are saying, "Oh yeah, you could win a trophy." Like, bro, yeah, but on the face of it, yeah, but behind the scenes, it's shit. It's false. It's fake, and I don't deal in fakeness. I want what's real. I want us to earn it, not scam it. And I'm absolutely right, because we scammed that FA Cup, and we scammed the FA Cup, and we allowed that manager that was there previously to stick around and ruin what is this season. So I hear what he's saying, but I have to back his words and trust him, and that's what I'm going to do. Also, as well, quickly before, I forgot to say at the start, big thank you to the both of you and to your community, Saeed, because I finally hit 1K. So
love that, man. Love that.
So big up to your community, Saeed, because massive help doing that.
No, always, man. Big up to the community. Big up to the community, always. Man.
Deserved, man. Deserved.
Yeah, road to 5K now, man. Big up my guy Such says, hit the like, subscribe. Double A to Sarcasm City, get Double A to 5K and Sarcasm City to 15K. Love for the love. Big up Suge, man. Everyone hit the like button right now. The title of the video is right now, what is Amorim doing wrong at Man United? So we want to dissect it, you know what I mean, without having to come to mad conclusions. What do you think, Flawless? Start us off, man. What do you think the manager's doing wrong at United right now?
Where to even?
I know. And where do we start?
It's a tough question, because to what Double A said adds into it. And I hear his thought process on it, because we've been talking about these players and how bad they are. And when I'm a Don Kaneki, shout out to him. He's on the exact same thought process as Double A in regards to he's not looking at the manager like that. He's saying, I want these players more exposed. I can't stand these players. And Amorim's kind of doing that. Because if he came in and there was a remontada, there would always be the usual, or maybe we can keep the players for next season. Maybe the players can do this. Maybe we can do that. We've wanted them all gone, and I think they're just exposing even further that they all should go. So with that, however, even on the flip side with Amorim, it's like control the controllables. I understand you're in a terrible situation. You're in a horrible situation, and you have not been backed. You didn't get backed in regards to the situation when you was brought in, and you didn't get back this past window, because you only brought in Doggy, and we know we needed players. Bear in mind, our squad is now lighter coming out of the window than it was going into the window, and the squad was light initially going into the window. So we know these things, but with me, control the controllables, and there is basics that he can do when you are playing, because we know certain players are terrible. Like you consistently playing Højlund, that's on the manager. You consistently playing Dalot, that's on the manager. You consistently playing Bruno, that's also on the manager. I understand you don't have your players. I've been saying this. We didn't go in the window and bring in loans, like I said, alongside Dorgu. Play youth players. Do the Van Gaal did that. Van Gaal did not have the players at his disposal that he wanted. And look how many youth players he brought through. And I think fans would be much more accepting of poor performances and poor results had you did that. But we've seen this go over and over again. Double A used the analogy about being in the kitchen and him having terrible ingredients. We know that this meal is horrible, yet you continue to try and use some of the same ingredients to cook this meal. Try different ingredients, even them not being the best. Try something different. So when you say, like, in regards to what he's doing wrong currently right now, is outside of the results in the bigger games, so your Liverpools, your Arsenals, your Manchester Cities, pretty much everything. Ahmad as well, we got to give him credit for that, because Ahmad has been a revelation under him. But other than that, pretty much everything else, the chopping and changing of teams, and I think that adds to our defensive issues and defensive woes. Have a back three and stick to it. I know you don't have an 11 you like. I'm cool with that. I don't have an 11 that I like, but pick a core 5-6. Have a core of 5 or 6 players who we know are going to start week in, week out, and then you change it from there, including settle on a back three. This chopping and changing of the 3 centre-backs, I'm not with. Whether it's De Ligt, Euro, Maz, or it's Maz, Maguire, Euro, or whatever combination, have a back three. And
it seems to like... It's a bit weird. Delete 1 minute is in the team.
Yeah, and like that's what I don't like. So in regards to what he's doing, and I'm a fan of Amorim still. That's my manager, that's my but I can't defend you when you are making certain decisions when fans criticize you. But I also understand that these players are also terrible. But the board already wrote off the season anyway. So with him, it's kind of like he's having a preseason during the season, like playing Mano false 9. That's a preseason move. That's certain you will, all right, you know what, let me just try this. But since he's had no preseason, he's trialing these things and he's doing that. So you see Ahmad right wing back. You might see him as a right-sided 10, but you're at Manchester United. You can't, fans are not going to be accepting of you just writing off a season. I'm not saying he is. I think maybe we should have listened to him when he said it was going to get worse. Maybe he knew all along. Hey, I'm going to play these players in this system and we are going to lose games because they are not very good. Maybe he knew this, and we just maybe took it was like tongue in cheek. Well, clearly,
lose the big games, but still compete. Batter the smaller teams.
That's what it is. When he said that, we should have paid attention to that. But on the flip side, what he's done is the thing that's helped him in this job is he's done much better in the big games, because Ten Hag struggled, and you've come in and you've won away at the Etihad and you've won away at the Emirates. I was saying, then you've gone and went and got a draw at Anfield. They're the 3 games that people are going to look at and go, all right, because had we had lost those games and got battered, I think there would be much more criticism. But if you're losing games, it sounds so obvious, but if you're losing games at Manchester United Football Club as the manager, you are going to 5 home games in 7. Yes, we've turned it around a little bit in regards. I think we've lost 2 in our last 9. Granted,
it was 6 out of last 8.
Yeah, 6 out of the last 8, something like that. So it's getting better, but it's still not good. It's still not good enough.
Yeah.
But you have to improve, and it's like, and I like the fact that he said, "Oh, FA Cup, he's not on the shameless thing." I
like that, man.
Yeah, he's not, and that's how I know that he's not an idiot. He's a very smart manager and very intelligent, because all the things that he says about certain players in the team lets me know, okay, you see everything we see, but then you'll go and do it. Like he's mentioned about, Garnacho can't play the 10. But then you'll play Garnacho in the 10. You'll mention that Maguire struggles when the spaces, but then you'll play him in a high line. So I'm like, you'll mention about Bruno and how he plays, but then continue to play Bruno. So it's kind of like
a lot of contradiction. There's a lot of contradiction there.
So it's a lot of it. So I think that is the plan, where it's like maybe he's saying to the board, and again, this is just complete conspiracy. Maybe he's telling the board, hey, I need a lot of help in the summer. That's maybe what he's saying. Maybe he's showing the board, hey, if you don't back me in the summer, this will continue next season. I need more than 2 free players. It has to be wholesale. And when I say wholesale, not necessarily big money spent, but gut the whole team. Like it's an NBA thing where they will just gut a whole team and trade most of it away and bring players in. Maybe that's why he's doing this. Again, maybe people. I'm just guessing, but you can still do better though. You can still get your point across.
Is he making this because he knows that he's got like a free pass?
Oh, yeah, he knows. Yeah, he knows he's got. Yeah, that was my next point. Great point. Yes, and I'm glad you said that, Saeed. He knows this. He's not going anywhere. The board are not sacking him because they've done wrote off the season. For him to get sacked, he'd have to get relegated. There's three teams worse than us.
To suck him.
And also that too. Because the board look terrible. Because if they give Ten Hag all that extra time, then you bring in your guy in the worst possible predicament. Don't back him in the window, and then you sack him a couple months later, and then you have to start over again. So I think he's at the point where it's like, hey, you know what? I've got a free hit here not from the fans, because fans will never give that.
But too much trials and errors,
he's trialing and erroring. Where I'm all cool with trial and erroring, but trial and error with these players.
Yeah.
Because you know what don't work. So, but maybe it's that. Again, conspiracy theories. I've heard a lot of them, but we'll see what's happening. But this can't continue next season. I'm already looking ahead to next season. See what can we scam this season, and then summer window we have to bring players in.
I need a break.
Now we have to. The summer window, because you know what? If we have these same players come the start of next season,
I don't think it's going to be a mad change though in terms of personnel though. If we don't make Europe this summer, like people think we're going to be spending 250, 300. I don't think so.
No. You don't even have to be 250. I'm cool if we spent 150, 100. I'm cool. But bring in players. Bring in play. Even if it's loan, even if it's you, we need change. Is what I'm saying. Yes, we cannot go into next season with this lot.
Do you know what's interesting? When we were speaking to Miles on Friday, Saeed, you said we need a rebrand. We need if we got relegated, that we need that now. Never mind if we get relegated. This is what we need now. And I am for it. Listen, I am cool with if we need to go and live in the wilderness for 2-3 years, and I'm saying like 10th, 11th, 9th at best for 3 seasons to ship this shit out and get players in that can build and come together. Fans have to be on it, because this expectation now, people in the chat, we need to win a trophy this season. Otherwise, there's this pressure on him. Bro, there's pressure on him right now. Like, he's come in, had no players, got 1 kid in, 2, if you include Heaven, which I don't. I think Heaven's only in there because of the injury to Martinez. Let's be honest.
Yeah, Martinez,
never even started for Arsenal. So he is on a hiding to nothing anyway, because already people are getting on his back. Do you know what I'm saying? There is no patience for him at all. And this is why I'm saying, I ain't even looking at him. I'm looking at Ineos now and the players. The players are failing, and which I expected anyway, because the amount of I'm going to use that word. How they've got such low IQ, this team, I do not understand. Like international players that just can't seem to get on board with what this manager wants to do, and then Ineos have to back him. They have to everything he wants. They have to find a way of finding it, of making it happen for him. Whatever he wants, they have to make it happen. And this is why I would say that's why it's so important to get European football, because if we don't, we are massively screwed. But that's not on him. That's not his fault. This is on Ineos. Continuing with that. I'm not going to call him a fraud, but that absolute
fraud's too nice,
bro. Keeping him in. When we all said here in the summer, it's going to get fucking worse, isn't it? It's not going to get any better. And people are arguing in the chat about we didn't scam an FA Cup. Yes, we did scam an FA Cup.
Oh yeah,
yes,
facts.
we did. Because we were shit. We were shit against
the job, bro.
We were shit against Newport. We were shit against Forest. We were shit against Liverpool, but managed to scam that. We were shit against Coventry and managed to scam that. And then the only good game was City. So keeping him fucks this season up. And then we all saw it coming. And then they went and pulled a rabbit out of the hat by going and get a man that was linked to City, linked to Liverpool, linked to Chelsea, out of his team, and then not backed him at all. So until they do it, and this is why I am on. It's not even fraud watch with Ineos now, because for me they are Glazers 2.0. They are saddled up right alongside them. They're the Glazers with a British passport. That's how I see it now, and I just don't trust anything. I think I think the scam artists, I think they're here for money. I think they're just the same as what we've already got. Because I've said it before in here so many times. The friend of my enemy is my enemy. And my enemy are the Glazers. And they have been since 2005. So that makes the Ineos my enemy and ours too as well. And they've got everything to prove. And for me, they're failing big time. So
And you can't 100%. And people mention about United, like whether they've got money or whether they've not. Let's say hypothetically Manchester United don't, even though I think we'll spend money in the summer. You could still, if you bring in 4 or 5 players and then you bring in 4 or 5 youth players, that's 10 new players. That's literally half of a new team. That's what I'm asking for. I'm not asking for the creme de la creme. I'm just asking for change. That's what it is. Bring in 4 or 5, like Doggy one expensive, 25 million. You go get 3-4 players like that, and you bring in 4 or 5 youth players. That's what we have to do, even if we have to go with the project youth, because it's better than this. Because I'm stating this now. I understand again, we're not in the best situation. We can't go spend 400, 500 million in the summer, and that's not what I'm asking for. I'm just asking outgoings as well can help raise money, because we got a lot of players to get rid of. Whether you rate them or not, because everyone told me, a lot of people said, you ain't going to get rid of such and such and such and such. Word to my guy, Bayesian Pops, man. Every pot has a cover. Every single pot has a cover. And there's the teams out there who are looking at certain players and go, oh, yeah, I would take him. If I would have said in December, hey, Villa are going to come take Rashford on loan and pay 70+% of his wages, this chap would have destroyed me if I would have said that. If I would have said that, how could you say that? That's what's happened. If I would have said, hey, Betis are going to come and take Anthony. Nah. Nobody wants Anthony. Worst winger we've ever seen. One of our worst signings. To players, there's no player that leaves here that goes out of the game. Every player we've moved on or sold is somewhere playing football now, whether it's at the highest level, whether it's lowly. And that's what it is. You can get rid of these players. And just by accumulation, if you sell 5-6 players, even if they're not good, you can raise what? Let's say you sell 5 players for 10 million. That's 50 M's. That you can then put towards 2 players. It's not all doom. It's bad at Manchester United, but people like making mountains out of molehills. It's bad, yes. We are in a woeful situation, yes. But it's still salvageable in regards to making it better. Move on players. That you can get out, then you can get incomings for that. Youth players and the money you was going to spend anyway. Because United always spend money. Even if it's 100 M's, even if it's something like that. But, hey.
Yeah. Big up to Volp's member for a month. Says big up Saeed TV and Flawless. Shout out to you. Big up my guy, Footballer Soccer. He says, I agree that he should have been back more, but he got Dogwood, still plays him out of position and doesn't drop Dalot or Bruno. These are red flags. He needs to change it ASAP or he's done. Adiwale says, Xerxes might not be his profile, but he makes the team better. I should be given chances Hoyland has. He only started 2 games in a row. Give him a run of 4, 5, 6 starts like Hoyland has. And like Mike says, you keep saying it's the players, but the ones what need to go, he refused to drop them. And most of these players will be here next season. You know, that is a fair point. The last one as well, and especially Double A. Like the players that need to start, he's got to play them, and he's got to make sure the players got to be playing in their right positions, man. You can't be playing Dorgu at right wing back because him and Ahmad want to do the same job, and they're not. And again, it's only 1 game, and the sample size is small, but you can clearly see we're lacking balance on that left-hand side. That left-hand side is so bad. It is. You're missing Lisandro as it is anyway, and then you go and play Dorgu there when you can clearly see Dalot is done, man. Let's be honest, man. He ain't the guy anymore, man. And we have to cut our losses maybe next season, but play him right wing back. Let him get some confidence over there. Play Dorgu left wing back. And then we have a bit more attacking impetus. So we can switch the ball from side to side. We can do a bit of something. Now it's just predictable. We are so predictable. We are so defensive. And they have got a point. You know, he's got to change up a little bit and make sure that we're a bit. Because, bro, at Leicester, should we be sitting at home? Leicester plays side to side football. Come on. We shouldn't be, though. We should be. Let's be honest with ourselves.
No, in an ideal world, mate, we shouldn't be doing that against anyone. Never mind just Leicester. We shouldn't. Southampton came and did it. Bare teams have come and done it. And while I agree, I was very shocked to see Dorgu at right wing back and dismayed, disheartened, angry, upset. almost verging on violent when I saw Delo starting another game for Manchester United.
I know that's your favorite player, Double A.
Yeah, bro.
I know you're a psych, man.
Listen, but we was all told, when we signed him, that he's been playing on right wing most of the season for Lecce. So I can understand if he's
been playing everywhere. To be fair, he's been playing everywhere.
But the main thing people were telling us was he's at the right. He's been doing right wing. So I don't mind him trying that. And he played a half and wasn't. He wasn't. Let's not go on like he wasn't. He wasn't bad there. He was bad there because he wasn't. He wasn't actually that bad there. The problem is when you compare him to the shit he's seeing his output,
it makes it worse.
Obviously, it makes it worse. And you're thinking, why the hell did he not play the left footer there? I personally would listen. Amorim's going to do what he needs to do to what he thinks to get results. Absolutely, it has to be for me. I actually think Ahmad is doing his best work as right wing back. I don't think he's doing it at 10 for me at the moment. I think Dorgu left and Ahmad right, and then you've got that balance of a defender and an attacker, which he was doing over at Sporting. He had the balance of an attacker and a defender on his wing back. So I personally would prefer to see that, and then it's a case of Bruno or Cobby in the 10, however he wants to play it, or Xerxes and Cobby in the 10, whatever. But managers do this, and someone's going on about the false 9 thing as well. Managers can try things. That's what they're here for, you know. And he's, like I said, he is still massively trying to figure out what his best 11 is, who can play where, what can do what. I have no issues with any of that. My issue is the players don't seem to get the message. They can't seem to do what he wants them to do. They don't run enough. They're not quick enough with the ball. He can't make them pass the ball quicker up the pitch, can he? Do you know what I'm saying? He can tell them what to do, but he can't make them pass the ball any quicker. He can tell the keeper to stop kicking the ball fucking long when we've got no striker. The keeper's still stupid enough to go and do it all game. What are we doing here? Like,
this comment here as well. I don't agree with this comment at all. Like, we were open under Ten Hag. We were too open. Like, if anything, I don't know if you watched Tottenham today. They played like Ten Hag today, where they had one midfielder sitting and the midfield was just so open. Like, people were saying in the crowd that they were liking it to Van Gaal football, like the way it was a bit more slow build up. Like we
trying to be possession based.
Because
Van Gaal did play that system as well.
Yeah. Because apparently Faz was saying that I couldn't see from that side. He was telling us that he'd keep the ball, don't try and force the ball. So if anything, people are comparing it to Van Gaal, not Ten Hag. Ten Hag, we were open, we conceded so many chances. Like, don't get me wrong, like, we're not conceding that many chances, but we are just not doing enough on the ball and then doing what we need to do on the ball. Do you get it? Like, we're not like the initiative has to come from us. It can't be from mistakes or something. It has to be from us. We need to be penning them back. We need to be creating chances. And I mean an abundance of chances, bro. Villa in the first half today had about 12 chances in the first half. Yeah, bro, we might scrape past that in about 4 or 5 games.
Well, you know what Villa have that we don't is much more quality in the final.
I know.
But that's on both, because then Amorim, you then know it's not working, you can change it. That's what I'd say.
This is what I hear. Yeah.
You know what Højlund's not good enough.
Bro, that one there is unforgivable. Yeah, you know how bad Højlund is.
You've been here long enough, and we know he's not. All right, you don't want to play Xerxes for whatever reason, because Xerxes, you're clearly not a fan. Or you think he's better off the bench, even though I think deserve it. Play a youth player there. Play a youth striker. Cheeto's there, play him. Worst case scenario, I keep stating this, he plays just as bad as Højlund. He cannot do any worse. He goes out there and he's chasing his first touch. You know what I'm saying? And he's falling over and he's not giving us anything. Cool. You then try somebody up. I'm just saying, if we're going to experiment, let's go the whole way.
Yeah.
If you're going to experiment, don't half experiment. Go the whole way and try it so we see a lineup and we go, all right. Because then I think it gives him more leeway with fans, because someone said in the chat there about, he's done. Not in the eyes of the board. The board are cool. They done wrote this off. The board have, just to clarify everyone, before him, they wrote off the season. When Ten Hag was here and they had ample opportunity after platinum opportunities to sack him. We had 3 international breaks and they sat there and still kept him when you had perfect opportunities to try and salvage somewhat of the season. They're like, all right, if we can scam an FA Cup or Europa League, cool, let's bring this manager in. And this window show, all the reports came out saying about it was about getting things in order. Why are we in the middle of the season trying to get things in order? Surely you do that at the start. What's not in order now? What's the difference? What's the difference? It makes no sense. How are you running a race and in the middle of the race, you then trying to get prepared for said race? Make that make sense.
Yeah. This one here, Rebecca, I'll be honest with you. You might say he's slow, yeah, but he keeps the ball. He allows us to get on the pitch. He has better link-up play. He has the principles that's better than Højlund. Like every single time United should be playing Højlund. Xerxes, sorry. I don't care. Like
he's playing, and Xerxes, I don't get this comment about he's slow. He's not the quickest, but he's not slow. It's just
exactly.
He's 6'4". Who you see that 6'4" that looks quick,
bro?
His frame, you're not going to. Because these are the same people. Not many. Go get Morgan Rogers. Morgan Rogers is a quality player, by the way. I'm not comparing him in terms of skill set. He's just not the fastest. Well,
this
he
guy
drives to do the ball,
bro.
Yeah.
Højlund can't even control the ball. Yeah. Like he hasn't got no principles that are good. The one good thing that Højlund is probably good at is, did you see the first half Was it second half where he ran
on the left hand side? I think
on the left hand side. That is Højlund for me, where he's allowed space. But are you going to go and get that space every time? And
in the Premier League, no, bro.
A run most times as well. You're not.
No,
you're not. So I'm sorry, man. Højlund is not good enough, and I would cut our losses in the summer, sell him on, and we move on. I don't think he's gonna get any better. You already know my United is a place where talent dies, and once you go like that, it's difficult for you to come back and resurrect yourself. Like it's difficult. You ain't gonna get the time. Nor do we need to give him time. We don't need to give nobody time now. It's now a deliver man. Them. You know what I'm saying to you? So if you're not delivering, then we're gonna replace you, or we're gonna find someone that can come in and take your spot. Because right now, bro, like there ain't no time to waste. You know what I'm trying to say?
I can't believe that he's getting worse. Every time I see him, he's actually getting worse and offering. What
does the manager see
the game before? The only thing I can think is that he must see some attributes similar to Gyökeres. That's the only thing I can think of. That he thinks, and every manager worth the salt will think they can turn a player around, unless it's like they're not, like a Rashford. If he's not training, he's not doing the right things, I'd rather cut you out the team altogether. But I can't imagine Højlund is like that at all. I think he comes in and works hard, so he must see things to think, bro. If I can get you to do that in a game, we might have something here. So. But after 2 years of seeing it, fuck that, mate. Get rid. I said it last week. He's the worst. He's the worst striker in the league, and I'm almost at the point I'm going to say he's the worst striker in the Premier League and the Championship. I think he's that bad.
He's the worst striker in the league.
Oh, 100%, 100%.
And that's why you can go and move him on, and you can get some money for him in the summer. Obviously, you're not making back. You can get money for him in the summer, which you then can reinvest. And it's not tough to get better than Højlund because, like Double A just said, he's the worst striker in the league. That's not difficult to improve on.
Yeah. I don't know. That one there, Amorim, I can't back you, bro. If you're playing him, you keep playing him. So say now against Tottenham away, if you keep playing him, I'm sorry, that's on you. You keep playing him again,
especially after Xerxes' cameo as well. Especially after Xerxes playing him and Garnacho played very well getting on the pitch. That's one of the things. As much as the lineup was bad against Leicester, he got those two subs spot on because they were our two best players and combined for the equalizer. Garnacho, one of the best games I've seen him play in a minute for us.
He was direct.
Just on toast. Yeah, and the cutback, like he's been doing that consistently. That comes from but then it's like, why put out? And Garnacho should be off the bench, but why continue to play certain lineups? Why continue? I don't understand it. And shouts to Lex because he made this point. Dalot's playing left wing back and he's got him inverting, which lets me believe. I've never seen a wing back inverting a free, which lets me go, you don't trust the midfield. So if you don't trust the midfielders, change the
Why not
midfield.
changing that? Yeah.
I've never seen, hear what I'm saying, people. And like I say, Lex mentioned it, and I was like, this is spot on. I've never seen a wing back invert. Seen fullbacks invert when they play a flat four, but wing back in a free. I've never, to my knowledge, hey, chat, maybe someone let me know. I've never seen that happen. All the people who have played back threes, I've never seen a right wing back or a left wing back invert. It's like, all right, the midfield needs help. So I'd be playing out there. I think that adds into it too. Because you don't just like then change the midfield. Switch it up.
I saw someone said this last week. I'm sure it was Ash. The reason he inverts is when Garnacho's on, because Garnacho can't do the 10, so Garnacho has to push out to the right to the byline.
Yeah,
which helped in the second.
In the first half. He was inverting in the first half, though.
I don't remember inverting in the first. I just remember him being stuck at the halfway line and not daring to go past it.
Yeah,
that's what pissed me off the most.
That's what pissed me off. Yeah, exactly.
That's my side of Old Trafford, yeah, bro. I could smell his breath, bro. Go down the fucking pitch, bro, and try and get a ball into the box. Stood there like a dick. Do you know the guy? He forced
you to rate him, man. Shame on the chat, man, for forcing you to change your mind on Dalot, man.
No. Do you know what? Last season, in that sea of shit that we had last season, he stood out, and he's. Do you know what? One thing I'll never doubt him on is his mentality and his determination to try and be better. And in a team where
what he does is, I told you, he's a passion merchant. So what he does is he gets a crowd going, and then he, you know what I mean? He fist pumps and that, and then that's what he does, bro. Fair play to him. I
did say before people start saying, "Oh, you're a flip flop," because you said it. I did say, and I say it about everyone, the consistency has to be there, and he has to go on to another level now this season, and he's not done it at all. Even with someone that. And I ain't going down that route of nepotism and Portuguese and all that, yeah. But
is it obrigado, man? Is it obrigado? You have to ask the question.
It's one of them. Like, I don't know. He's just not good, is he?
We can because he's playing shit regardless. It's not about when he's playing left wing back. He's actually playing shit and not doing the simple things. Like, bro, man was just passing it back to the Leicester players, bro. How bad is that when you just passed it to the Leicester players, bro? You got to be judged correctly on that. I'm sorry, man. Yeah. Like, his whole game now is just, there's nothing really that, you know, like, and then the second half, he did get a little bit better, but because we were just kind of, you know what? Right. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, we just went, you know what, forget any system, just go for it. Like, Garnacho was playing like a winger. He wasn't really playing like a left 10. Bro. He was getting the ball wide, taking him out.
That's what he's been doing, because
out the window.
That cutback that Garnacho's he's been doing that, because he did it for the Xerxes goal. He did it for the goal against Liverpool. He did it for a goal in the whoever we played last in the Europa League. He did the same thing. Yeah. And he's done one other as well. That was it. Yeah. It's the Star Bucharest game. So that's instruction, which actually helps. But yeah, like, Dalot's just not a wing back, man. We know he's a squad player. And he shouldn't be a wing back. He should be a wing back.
I don't think he can play 3-4-3. He's
he's a centre back
a flat back for.
He's a fullback.
I won't even trust him. I won't even trust him at centre back. You know, I just don't think he's got it.
Nah, he's not it. But what I'm saying is, if he's here, you have to play him either left-sided centre back or right-sided centre back. He's not a winger. He doesn't have anything going forward. He's got no tricks. There's no skill. He can't go past the man. The crosses ain't there. He's not got a great link-up play. There's no 1-2s. There's nothing. He has no bag. No bag whatsoever. So it's like, if you're going to play him, because defensively, I don't mind him. So if you're going to play him at centre-back.
It's similar to the Hoyland things. Like, what does he excel at? What is he really good at? Other than nothing.
He's got a good engine. That's it. He's got a good engine. That's it. That's it.
Yeah, man.
That's it. That's the only thing he can do is he can get byline to byline. That's legit. He can't do anything else. Like, he'll overlap. He'll mess up the pass if he gets it more often than not, but he won't refuse to overlap. He's always an option. It's just when he gets the ball is the problem.
Yeah. This comment here, we got Albo says, can we start Dorgu, Garnacho, and Ahmad against smaller teams at home? Why do we start with 7 defenders? That is a fair point, you know. Against the lesser teams, I don't think you need to play 7 defenders.
I think he's going with Dorgu now. We will see, because are we classing Dorgu or is he classed in the attack?
No. You wouldn't. To be fair,
I'm asking.
What are you 7 defenders?
He said, I think he means 7 defensive players, not 7 defenders.
Yeah, defensive players. Yeah, maybe in that regards.
It's 6, Because you got your back three, you got your 2 wing backs, and then Agate is classed as a defensive.
Yeah. So it's 6 at most.
Yeah.
6.
And I agree with that.
Before we had Ferrari playing there and Dorgu, but
I'm not trying to see. I want to see Dorgu and Ahmad as the wing backs. I want to see. Try that.
Yeah.
And then you got Maino, you got Ericsson, you got Xerxes, who are all capable of playing 10. I want to see that. Let's see actual 2 attack-minded wing backs, because that's the one thing we haven't seen. In his defense, ain't really had the options like that. But then again, you could try Garnacho there. He likes running up and down. Put Garnacho at wing back. Why not?
Yeah, but I don't know why he don't. The thing is with the wing back, right? There's an extra responsibility that he likes from the wing backs. I don't know what it is here, but he doesn't want to see like 2. Like he's never really played. Has he played 2 wing backs started? Has he done that once so far? Where he started 2 wingers at that position? I don't think he's done it.
But he never did that. He did do that at Sporting though, because it was always He did always 1 fullback and 1 winger.
So it was always Quender and the other one.
But it was Quender and the Uruguayan. He's a winger.
He's a fullback, isn't he? The Uruguayan on the other side.
No, he's a winger.
I'm sure he always did a fullback and a winger.
What's his name? The Uruguayan guys. I forgot his name. It's a Uruguayan one. I forgot his name. But I know, but he was playing there, and he's more of a winger really than anything. So Araujo, that's the one. Araujo. Yeah, he's a winger. So he's more of a winger / left wing back.
And that's what I want to see. Yeah, I think it just goes to show how much he doesn't rate the wing back options we have. That's why he's let 2 of them go. Anthony's gone. Yeah, Malassi has gone out alone. He's let them go. So he's like, okay, let me just play. I don't get the mindset of it. It's like, you could play a Garnacho. Now, obviously, you got Dorgu, so that changes it. Try Dorgu and Ahmad. Try Dorgu and Garnacho, for example, just to see. So hopefully now we do see it. I'm just tired of seeing Dalot there, man. Man needs to be dropped. Tired of seeing him there.
Bro, I don't know what he's doing with Dalot, man. I genuinely don't know what he's doing.
Tired of seeing Dalot. Tired of seeing Bruno. Tired. Awful. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely awful.
Playing in there. I don't know what he's
awful. All them people is
sorry to cut you off, but he don't know really where Bruno's best position is, And I keep saying it, guys. Yeah,
because he don't have one. That's why. He don't have one. Bruno don't have a best position because he's just not very good. All right, people are hyping up after he played well in the Arsenal and Liverpool games, and he ain't played well since. When's the last time he had a good game?
Bro, I swear down, bro. People say to me, Bruno's not a problem.
Arsenal, Liverpool, the last 2.
People say Bruno's not a problem.
Arsenal is that great.
My thing is that he will say Bruno's not a problem, but then it's like, why don't you just play Casemiro or Ugarte there? Play Bruno further forward, because he clearly, and he's almost leaving Ugarte on his own there, because he will go forward a little bit, and then then it will leave a space where Ugarte's on his own. But then he's playing Mainu there. But then Mainu, for some reason, wasn't really playing the left 10. He was playing almost like a midfielder, and he was trying to get the ball, but then there was no one really there with him, to kind of support him on that left-hand side. Because you then obviously have the other side when it kind of was working a little bit, but then they were kind of getting on top of each other, Dorgu and Ahmad. And then you got Højlund, who basically is 10 men anyway. Like that scenario there, when you add it, when Mainu can't get in the game, Højlund can't keep up the ball, our midfield is open, and our fullbacks are so deep. Look who
Maino's link. You said the left hand side. Look who he's linking up with on that left hand side.
That's what I'm saying. It's nobody.
Look at that.
Why would you not see that though?
Man's attacking. Man's options. Man's link up options are Bruno and.
If you had Dorgu just overlapping, at least then Mainu could say, you know what, you keep occupied. I'm gonna go in the inside and I'm gonna try and do something in the middle.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That's simple. Just give it a bit of balance.
Because who was it that first half against Steaua Bucharest? Was it? It was Malacia, Mainu, and
Malacia, an actual left wing back.
There was that triangle, wasn't there? And Mainu kept making that run, and Martinez was dipping it over and finding him a couple of times.
Yeah,
we don't have any of that. That's all gone now. Malacia's obviously, I don't rate Malacia anyway.
But he gave you an outlet though. He gave you an outlet.
But now we've got Dorgu who can do that role, and then Martinez being gone is fucking massive. It's such a shame. But I do think Yoro was good in that second half on that when he switched sides and went to the left hand side on Friday. And I think There could be something there. I'd like to see. Maguire needs to get back on the bench, mate. Last minute winner aside, he ain't doing nothing. And Flawless, you're right what you're saying. He needs to stick to a back three. And I would like to see it be Mazraoui on the right, De Ligt in the centre, and then Yoro on that left-hand side, I think. I think that's our best three going forward. And then get Dorgo on that left-hand side, and we might start to see a little something, I think. But, yeah, Bruno, again, is just the ill discipline of someone who's meant to be your captain, who can't stay pissing over to the side, going up top. It's bad. Like, clearly he can't play there. So do something, change it, do something different.
That's it. And if you don't want to play Casemiro for whatever reason, because I'd love to see Cass and Agate, Collie is there, who's actually played well when he's played there. Because all of a sudden you see how Agate looks worse next to Bruno. No, it's that Adam made that point last week. Bruno's never a foil for anybody. No one ever benefits from him. We never ever say, oh, such and such plays better with Bruno. Never. Whether it's in the pivot, whether it's in the 10, like the same way we spoke about before, not today, but previously about Ahmad and Maino and them two linking up. Dorgu's just got here, and already both of you two have mentioned, oh, Dorgu on that left-hand side linking up with such and such. We never say that with Bruno in terms of partnership. Put Collier there. Because when Collier has played, he's done decent because he's just of a profile. He's not a world beater. He's not an exceptional player. Solid player that does certain things is profiles. And I keep stating this. This is why I'm saying it about the youth. Because Collier has shown that. These youth players, again, I don't get why. That's my biggest criticism of this manager, is refusing to play these players. Especially when you got nothing to lose. You're not getting sacked.
Yeah,
you are not getting sacked. The fans might turn on you and go crazy.
Fans might turn on you.
Fans are going to do that. Anyone who's Amorim out now was never an Amorim into exactly. Anyone who's Amorim out now was never Amorim in to begin with. But gave Ten Hag 3 years and 400 million. But hey, that's a whole different conversation. But people want Ollie back, but saying get rid of Amorim. Do you know what I mean? Yeah,
crazy.
Ollie back.
Yeah,
took man 4 years. Yeah, job.
Crazy.
4 years.
You know
what's manager? 4 years.
But the thing is, though, sorry to cut you off. With Amorim, like he'll like Eriksen for a bit. Yeah, he'll say, "Yo, listen," he'll play him, and then he'll be like, "Yo, cool." Eriksen's looking a bit good, and again, I'm not saying Eriksen's the answer. I'm not. But, I'm trying to think of solutions here. Then Collier is like looking like his little shiny little toy. And then he's playing him. And then all of a sudden he won't see him for like 2-3 games. And then Eriksen will play 1 or 2 games and he won't see him for like 3 or 4 games. Do you guys what I'm saying? Like
the chopping and changing.
We needed against Leicester because we couldn't find the man. We couldn't pick out balls in behind. I seriously don't get it, bro. Like I don't understand when we make substitutions and we make formations and we're trying to do things like, what is the mindset of the manager in that time? Like, I would love to answer that, and I would love to understand, like, where is he trying to go in this way? And because sometimes he can go down a good route and you're like, okay, he's got the solution here. But then all of a sudden it just changes to, we're going to persist with this. We're going to persist with that. And then we lose the game and it's like, well, I tried it and it didn't work, and here's what it is. No, man. Can't be what it is.
And that's another criticism of mine of his is the chopping and changing, in particular defensive. I get it, man. I say it, man. I understand you don't rate these players. There's not an 11, but you mentioned it there when a player is playing well. Try it again, and so forth. Like, to me, Xerxes done nothing to not get an opportunity. I'm not even saying he's the answer and it's definitely going to work, but he deserves the same run that Højlund's got in terms of starting 4 or 5 games. So even if he plays poorly in the next 2, all right, I know I'm going to at least get the 3rd and the 4th to try and turn around. The same way with Collier's done nothing. To me, when he's played, Collier's done nothing wrong to not get an opportunity. He's not been horrendous to the point where it's like, hey, you shouldn't start whatsoever. Some of these, look, Bruno, Delors, Højlund, they're players we shouldn't see him for 3-4 games. I even want you lot in the squad at this point. To some of the performances you lot have put in, but yeah, and in regards to him being stubborn, every manager's stubborn,
and that's why I was just really frustrated with Xerxes not starting on Friday, because it's not. I couldn't understand it if we had a game midweek, because you think, right, we'll rest him for the game midweek, but got over a week off. We don't play again till Sunday, so it's like, brother, why not start him? And it's not even like
who's that?
Talk about Xerxes.
Xerxes,
yeah.
why I was frustrated he didn't start because we've got no game midweek, so he could have started him in this one and obviously Sunday as well. If
Bro, he
Xerxes had a good
played
game.
badly. He played badly in the Europa League, bro. Yeah, the Europa League game.
Yeah.
Like, bro, like I don't like the rotations are just they're bizarre, man. And again, I've got this feeling that he doesn't rate both of them in it. And you know what?
I agree with that.
That's cool. You don't rate both of them, but brother, you don't have a choice right now.
Use your best one. Do you know what I mean?
Use your best one. Use your best one.
Who's offering more? Who's offering
Hey?
more? Who's offering more to the team? And it's Xerxes every day, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Like,
I don't know, man.
I think you see it every time, bro. Do you know what I mean? I just think it's frustrating more than anything. And again, you know, we can sit here and criticize decisions on the manager because that's what we're here to do, without wanting him out or slagging him off and saying,
yeah, of course.
He's doing this, he's doing that. Do you know what I mean? And he's got a right to come here and not like any player. Do you know what I mean? He doesn't have to like any player that he's got here. And he has to use 11. And then he has to use the ones on the bench. So he has to put it together. And Z's right. It's just showing more and more what a shit squad we have put together here.
Yeah. The squad is terrible.
Culmination of absolute dross. We've brought here for big fees and big wages. It's actually
big wages. That's the key
terrifying,
thing right,
bro. It's terrifying, bro.
Yeah. You know what? It's mad, you know. Like, and the thing is, right? Like we play Tottenham next weekend, but I was looking at them today and I was like, they're shit, but I don't have confidence in us beating them.
Of course,
you know what I mean? Like,
you're a smart man.
You know what I mean? It's gonna be a move-off next week.
Because you're a smart man. It's going to look like 13th versus 15th.
Yes.
It's Manchester United and Spurs in name only. But people keep saying that, like people watch us and act surprised by the team. And I go, you do realize when we played Fulham, this is 13th versus 14th. What were you expecting? Same way with the Leicester game. This is 13th versus 18th. You lot are quick to tell us how we're mid-table, but then get surprised when you see mid-table football. This ain't on accident. We've played 20 plus league games and we're sat 13th. You know what that's the indication of? We're probably the 13th best team in the league. 13 out of 20. That's not good. So when we're playing other teams, it's going to look, and Spurs are poor. So you know what you're going to get? More poor. You'll probably get poor decision-making, poor goals given away. That's why these teams are sat there. This ain't first versus second or fifth or fourth versus sixth. This is two not very good teams. Spurs just lost again today. So I understand, Saeed. I ain't confident going into any game. I genuinely meant that when I said I ain't looking at it.
Yo, we've had it already on Sakiko, man. We
won that one. We won that first
one. Do you know what I mean?
We don't need them to sack Ange. The last thing we need is them getting a new manager in. The last thing we need.
Nah, generally now though, who are they gonna get?
Just
Ten Hag.
If they got Ten Hag, that'd be hilarious. That'd be hilarious if they got Ten Hag. Hilarious.
But they won't get Ten Hag. They'll probably have Ryan Mason.
They can't be that daft. They can't be that daft to go get Ten Hag. Surely.
I don't know, you know.
You don't know, man. Desperate times, desperate measures calls. What, you know, the Casemiro. Do you reckon Casemiro should be back in the team, guys?
Yes. Been saying this. The reason why I say this is because, again, try it. I get the spaces and it's not ideal for Amorim's system. But Bruno's not ideal for Amorim's system.
Sorry, bro. No, sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off there.
Nah, yeah, it's cool, man. I'm just saying, all I'm saying is attempt it. Because we know what does. I'm tired of. We know what doesn't work, and you continue to persist with it. Try something else. Maybe Casemiro or Agate surprises us all and actually works.
It didn't work. No, it was the one that was working.
It obviously worked for Rude because Rude, like, it was different. But everyone who was against it now.
But when did it not work for Ten Hag? Amorim, the system.
No, Ten Hag never tried it. Amorim's never tried it. That's my point.
Has Amorim not played them together?
He's never played them two together. Ten Hag never played them two together. Amorim's never. The only person who played them two together was Rude. It was no game, fam. We've never played them together.
Crazy.
So I'm just saying at this point where I'll take, even if someone's like, I don't want to see Casemiro or Agate, play Collier or Agate. That's cool.
I'd rather see Collier. I think Collier's the future. So I would rather give Collier the minutes.
The future ain't going to give you points, though, is it? You know what I mean? We need experience.
He was the past or the present.
Well, I'd rather see, what's Collier, 2021 and a 23-year-old. I'd rather see that, bro, than than a 32-year-old that's being inched towards the door. Do you know what I'm saying? What future have we got in that? And I'd rather, again, this is all about the steps forward to where we become a competent football team again. The only way I'd play Casemiro is one thing you should hopefully get that discipline. But we know he has a bit of head loss now and again, Casemiro. So you could even lose that. But the only way I want to see it is if it's definitely Dorgu and Ahmad. I can't have Casemiro, Agate, and then 5 defenders, because that's just going to piss me off. Do you know what I'm saying? As much as Casemiro loves to go forward now and thinks he's like a 10 or whatever he is, that Brazilian, he got free at Madrid, and then the Brazilian started coming out at him. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think he realized,
showcase my skills. Let me get on the ball. I'm tired of being this destroyer. Hey, give me the ball.
I think he realized he saw his passport and went, shit, I'm actually Brazilian, bro. Joga Benito. Yeah, but it has to be with 2 forward thinking and attacking wing backs if we're to see them 2 together. But that being said, there's potential there for it to be a solid midfield too, because you should hopefully get that discipline in the middle of the park, which we miss when even Cobby's there for a little bit. We miss it, and definitely when the captain's there.
Yeah. Keep smashing likes on people. We're not far off 500 likes, guys. Come on, let's get to 500 likes, people. But yeah, man. No, honestly, but you're right. I think for me, with Collier, right? I think obviously Collier is a young player, but he's also got the maturity, and I think he's shown that in his game. But I just think for me, when you're in such a bad position now, you need a bit of leadership, a little bit, experience in there. You need someone who could just, galvanize the team a little bit. And I think right now that's what the team needs more.
We don't have anyone. Well, we don't have anyone to do those things.
No, you don't. You generally don't.
We have plenty of experience, but guess what? They're rubbish. Our team is super experienced.
Yeah.
There's no lack of appearances from Manchester United in Europe. We have full internationals. Like, there's zero lack of experience in our team. It's just that our experienced players are not very good. Onana's super experienced. Maguire's super experienced. Dalot is super experienced. Just using those 3 just off the top of my head. Like, there's so many. Bruno's experienced. Garnacho, how many games has Garnacho played for us now? Has he not played, what is it, approaching 100 games for us?
Over 100 games.
Over 100 games. So that if you've played over 100 games for Manchester United, you're experienced, even though he's young.
Yeah.
Hoyland's 3rd season now playing in your experience now. You've played for Denmark. Like, I don't know how many caps he's got, but it's not. And galvanizing it, there's no galvanizing it because you don't have the quality to do so. That's where the issue lies. It's like Collier has nothing to lose. Worst case scenario, he plays and he plays terrible. All right.
Yeah. But players are already doing that, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
That's it.
Do you know what I mean? It's crazy, man. And obviously, we do lack a progressive passer now. You know what I mean? Especially now with Fingy. Like, as bad as you think Casemiro is, he can progress the ball. You've seen him do them passes where you're like, wow, that's a brilliant pass for Casemiro. Yeah, cool. He might lose the ball on the odd time, but bro, we need to move the ball forward, man. I've never seen a United team like struggle to move the ball forward, man.
Very, very.
Have you ever seen that? It's so bad. Like, how can you associate a United team that just don't want to pass the ball forward, side to side? Let's get it back to Onana. Let's get it back to Maguire. Because you know what we're doing? We're almost like, what's the word I'm looking for now? Because we have a back 3, we're doing too much with this because we know there's 3 at the back to keep the ball to. You know what I mean? Like,
because there's an extra option.
Yeah, it's like, yo,
there's an extra safe option.
If in doubt, play it back to the back 3. Because at least then it's wide. You know what I mean? And then they go, even back 5, should I say? Back 5, that's where the ball, like, bro, get that ball forward, man. Forward.
I'm
sure. Yeah.
I'm sure United centre backs have a bet on who can have the most touches or who can make the most passes. Because even bro, when it was a 2, it was fucking awful then because he would do it all day long, especially Maguire. Now there's 3, they're like, yeah, let's see what we can do, boys. Like, I don't know how it translated on Friday, but the discontent in that stadium with the way that team were playing, especially in that first half, the groans, the urging the players on, say what are you doing? Like, I don't understand. I just don't understand what. I remember when who was it under? I think it was under Jose, and there used to be a fear. It seemed like there was a fear of the players actually expressing themselves and trying a trick or trying to do something and losing the ball because Jose would go sick if he lost the ball and he'd criticize players. It seems like it's 10 times. I'm not saying it's our Portuguese manager, by the way, because I think they've Ollie not so much. Definitely under Ten Hag, that freedom to express yourself didn't seem to be there. I don't understand why these players just will not try something. Try a trick. Try and go past the man. Try and get to the byline and put a cross in the box. I sit in the ground massively frustrated every single game. I do not understand why they cannot just try and attack and try and break on a team and try and throw a team off by doing something a little different. It's the same, innit? Side to side, back. Bro, you know, when you see what player gets the ball, you know exactly what they're going. If I know what they're going to do, a manager that studied the team for the weeks, they're exactly gonna know what they're gonna do. So again, this all comes down to players. They can be told what to do. It's on them to do it, and these players just don't seem to have the need, want, or desire to do anything at all, and it's so frustrating to watch.
You know what? And you know, Manu, I think had 23 touches. I think he had. Or was it 28? I think he had 28. Yeah, 28 touches. Hoyland had 23 touches. 2 touches in the box.
Yeah, he didn't have his first one till the 18th minute, mate.
Ahmad had 68 touches.
Hoyland.
Yeah. Ahmad had 68 touches, 8 in the box. Manu had 28, 4 in the box. That is our front three, guys. This is our front three. Whereas with Garnacho, when he came on, to be fair, because we went and just threw everything at it, yeah, he played 45 minutes? He had 30 touches in the box. 30. Actually, you know what? No, he had 30 touches and 8 was in the box. Sorry, 8 was in the box.
It's Garnacho, you said, yeah?
Garnacho, yeah. To be fair, most of his chances came in when he was just before he got in the box.
Yeah.
Xerxes, I think, had. Let me just see right now. He had 19 touches, 2 touches in the option box. Bro, these are like poor numbers for our forward line. Should be. You know what I mean? It should be in the box.
Have you got the centre backs there? Their numbers in regards to touches.
Well, they had 80 pluses. Yeah, 80 pluses. And Maguire had 80 plus. Mazraoui had 118 touches. Lenny Euro had.
What's it? 118.
99 touches.
Yeah, Mazraoui won the bet. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, Mazraoui had a lot.
Yeah, that's bad.
These are the balls at the back, man. You get me? So it's not great, man. It's not great. I mean, if our team is getting a combined less than 20 touching the box against Leicester, man, that is not good enough. I'm sorry, that is abysmal, man.
The thing is, Saeed, you say, against Leicester, yeah, but the one thing every team I've watched at Old Trafford this season, they know they can get at us at home. They're not afraid to play. They come. Listen, they could go on the back of a running streak of 10 losses, right? They come to Old Trafford, they know they're going to be able to play. So it doesn't matter who the opposition is. You're looking at the wrong thing. You're focusing on who we're playing. It's nothing to do with that. It's how we're setting up, but not even necessarily setting up. It's how we are playing our own game at home, which allows teams to just play against us and play well against us, no matter who it is. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. It's happening at Old Trafford. Why we're cursed there this season, or what the players can't seem to win at Old Trafford or play well at Old Trafford even. But you know, we used to talk about when Old Trafford stopped becoming a fortress, and it's 10 times worse now than what it was. I think every team must love their chances because they must love it. They must love it because Another thing, and this is one thing I hate seeing at Old Trafford at the moment, is players trying to G the crowd up. Absolutely fucking not. Don't you dare start throwing your hands up asking me to support you. Fucking do your job and start making me want to support you, because at the moment, you're taking the piss. You're taking the living piss out of us, I'll be honest.
Yeah, it's true. It's true, 100%. But honestly, bro, like for me, it's just, you know what I mean? Like, I think ultimately the manager, there's a lot of people who are on the brink, man. You know what I mean? I'll be real with you. Like, I've never seen it as this bad. You know what I mean? A lot of people want him out. A lot of people are just had enough. They want to see a change. People are, you know, I've noticed. I think people's kind of got a short fuse now. They got like the patience levels are very they're wearing thin. Like
the results are poor, performances are poor, and we all expected an upturn. Myself included, we all expected it to be better than what it is. So that's where the issue lies. The doubts are here. You have doubts of the manager, no pushback on that. If criticism of the manager, no pushback on that. But Amorim out to me is wild. If you're Amorim out now, you didn't want him to begin with. If you're out now after 3 months, and you're saying, all right, and is it 2 months? Enough's enough already. Bear in mind, he spent $0. Zero.
Yeah.
0 dirhams, €0. But back the manager went down with the Titanic with the last man. Went down with the Titanic. Ship was literally sinking, and people were still singing his praises. Oh, you can turn it around, same way with Ollie and it. That's what doesn't make no sense. Again, criticism, fair. Heavy criticism, fair, because some of the stuff that he's doing is diabolical. You mentioned Bazaar, that ties into it too. But to be manager out, all right. So let's say we had blitzed these 3 months, would it be give him the keys and give him a lifetime deal?
Do you believe that because the manager is so specific in his style, it could hinder the fact that, you know, like results versus style, like, you know, like obviously people will give him maybe the benefit of doubt, you know, for now. But like, you know, next season, especially because boy, you don't get up to a good start next season.
Next season,
you don't know.
Next season is key for him, and all he's doing is adding pressure on himself for next season with this terrible decision making.
Yeah,
because I'm looking for next season. There has to be vast improvement next season. Of course, him being back in the summer is key in that. I think he will be back in the summer. But if he's not, then we know the season's a write-off. If he's not back in the summer, we know it's not serious. There has to be change. Because if he goes in with these players, the same thing's going to happen. And you said the system specific this is what we wanted. We wanted a manager with a set system. Now you have to adapt that. And I'm cool with that. And Maya say this, the formation's not a problem. The system isn't a problem. The problem is the personnel that he's picking week in, week out. I don't think those two things are the problem, but hey.
Just quickly, sorry.
Go on. Someone just caught your eye.
Nah, a comment just absolutely maybe. Andrew Ellis, he just said Amorim is the Portuguese Boas. I assume you mean Villas Boas.
Yeah,
he's Portuguese, but he's Portuguese.
Yeah.
I have to say quickly as well, you talk about the discontent and stuff. Bro, obviously we was there Friday. It felt like an under-21 game. Like
it did. It felt like a pre-season game, bro.
Bro, it was dead. It was so dead. I couldn't believe like you're rocking up. I know it's a midweek game, but it's a Friday game, so you think, you know, people have just finished work and it's the weekend. Would you be up for it? But bro, I mean, it's so bad. It does feel like last season and definitely 21-22. When people are just there, like, you know, someone's saying, I think someone commented on a video the other day about why fans still going and why don't you just? It's like, bro, do you not understand? I've been going pretty much all my life. Like, it's not just a case of just stop going. It's like, bro, this is part of me now. This is what I do. Like, I can't just. I understand. Listen, if there was the 58 or TRA, whoever must put something together to say stop, go in and leave, go in and leave on 58 minutes or 20 minutes, 20 minutes, because that's how long the Glazers have been here. If that was done, I would 100%. I get behind anything to get the Glazers out. But me not going, right, and then getting my ticket taken off me because I've not done the 19 games, the 17 games, 15 games, bro, they are just going to sell it to someone who will go every game. Because I've said it so many times on here. They do not want me at Old Trafford. They hate that I have a season ticket. Like I go, I sit outside, I stand outside, talk to my friends, I go in, I watch the game,
and then that's it.
I go home. I don't go to the club shop before or after. I don't buy stuff in the ground. I know I did for that video, but I was starving. But I don't spend money. I buy my ticket and that's it. They do not want me there. They want people. Listen, I say it all the time as well. There's 2 seats next to me, and it's always like day trippers there, whatever. I chat to them. I find out where they're from in the world. I have a nice conversation. Find out how long they've been supporting United. It's all good. But they have 2 big bags full. Must have spent 500 quid easy in the shop. That's what they want. 75,000, or if they get the new stadium, 100,000 of those people. They do not want us, and that's why I said it to Saeed the other night. Next season or the season after could very well be my last season because the prices apparently are going to go up 20 to 30%. And if that's the case, I ain't paying that. There's no way. So
that's crazy.
That's why I go, because I don't know when it's going to stop for me, and it could stop in the very near future for sure.
Yeah, and to Andrew, the reason why I can say that, because I've spoken to people who've been in my chats, other chats, people on socials who I see, whether they're tweeting, whether it's on the gram. There's no one who wanted the manager who was backing Amorim, who's now Amorim out, so I can say that. Yeah. There's no one who wanted him, who was fully on board with his signing, who is now Amorim out that I've met. Now, is there going to be the odd minority? Yes. But I'm saying the vast majority. I'll go as far to say 99%, sorry. If you are Amorim out now, you did not want him in the first place. That's what I'm saying. And then them same people as well, the vast majority of them, back Ten Hag to the hill. Yeah. Ask him when how you this manager out after 3 months, but back Ten Hag after 3 years or 2 years or 2.5. Come on, man, we've got to have consistency. So that's why I can say that. I'm yet to see someone who was on board with it like me, who was like, because I thought it was like, yeah, bring Amorim in, who has now changed after a couple months. Because again, like I just said before, if he was flying and he had won most of his games, I'll give him a lifetime contract. Hey, we need to spend big in the summer to back him. He's going to win us the league next year. Again, no balance. It's either all the way up here or it's all the way down here in regards to the zero balance with this. And not necessarily you, Andrew, I'm saying in general. There isn't. No consistency. But
yeah, there isn't. To be fair, there isn't kind of any consistency, is there, man?
How you back Ten Hag after all the money spent? Do not even give him money to spend. Yes, he's making some awful decisions. I hear that. That's why I'm not saying the criticism of him is wrong. The heavy criticism of him is not wrong. I fully understand it. Even though I believe some of it's over the top, he's opened the door to that. So that's on him. That's why I don't. But to be manager out, to me, is the wild part.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not even a full season, no preseason. All right, okay. So then if the next manager comes in and then just similar to Amorim, is it him out? If a manager don't hit the ground running. I had someone tell me, I was manager out after 3 games. Oh, you didn't want him in the first place? Nah, I didn't. Yeah, I can tell. Because if he had won those 3 games, what are you then backing him? You then change. Can't do this results-based analysis that quick. That quick. But all right. What happens if we win the FA Cup? Is it manager in? Are we in the Europa League? Is it manager in then?
People, I think.
It's like, what is it?
Yeah,
it'd be interesting. It'd be interesting. Is it just a case of they want him to win every game? Is that all it is? Is that is that literally all you care about? Is that he just comes in and wins every single game?
That's it.
I think people are asked about the performances. I think
I disagree.
Well, they were shit. They were shit anyway. They were shit anyway. So
and they backed Ten Hag.
Well, if anything, he's doing better because we're actually playing well against the fucking big teams. Like we was almost going out of the Europa League before he come.
Oh, yeah,
he's won every fucking game.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
And don't hit us with the competition. Be like, oh, it was just such and such. Yeah, because it was just Plymouth.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It was just Plymouth. God forbid we went out to Plymouth. If we would have went out to Leicester, we would have received more criticism.
I think it would have been.
We would have. And bear in mind, Liverpool are flying, been the best team in the league, been the best team in Europe. So obviously, I'm just talking about the criticism. Like, and GD, I literally just said big up to GD. You probably just joined. I understand the criticism of the manager. I've criticized him. There's many of my match reactions where I've criticized him and said, hey, the Southampton game, for example, but because we won the game, people don't talk about it. I think he was awful in that game, man.
I said echo chamber, you know. This guy is a funny guy, you know. Brother,
Why is echo chamber?
Do you not think we're frustrated as you?
No, you know why is the echo changer? I bet let us go. Is he Amorim? I bet he's Amorim out. That's why
he's Amorim out. He's Amorim out. Yeah.
Okay, then. So that's why he thinks it's an echo chamber. But yet I'm here saying I back the manager. I think the manager's a good manager. But how much clearer could I say this? I think the criticism of him is fair. I understand it. I've criticized him. It's just go check my match reactions. We've been here almost an hour and a half. I've criticized him plenty during this, saying his lineups are wrong, playing certain players are wrong. He's made absolutely awful decisions. But because we don't want to take the horse out and shoot it, people are like, oh, you're just backing him. All right. Okay.
Thing is, I am backing him because
same.
Fucking, he's coming to a shit show, like an absolute shit show, like just like the last manager did. Come into an absolute shit show. He won a trophy, got a stay of execution. Won another trophy, wrongly got a stay of execution. There's no way you could be like. This is what I mean by how flawless he's absolutely spot on. There's no way after 2.5 months, however long he's been here, when he's come in to a team that have thrown another manager under the bus previously and there's been absolute dog shit, that you're turning around and saying, Amorim out after 2 months, yeah? You lot are fucking wild. Like, what happens next? And the next manager, he has a shit press conference first time and he's out. Nah, fuck that.
He loses his first
introduce him.
Worse than Amorim and then he's out. But
bro,
bear in mind, Amorim found us in 13th and we're still 13th.
What are we doing?
Woeful. Like I say, Premier League record horrendous. Deserves to be criticized for that heavily, people. Nowhere near good enough in terms of the home form. Awful. However, you know what I'm doing? Giving him chance to turn it around. How many games has he had at home? 8 in the league? Yeah. Like 7, 8 at home. So because I'm giving him more than 8 league games at home. Bear in mind, it's been her, and if it continues, and we're here next season, it's the 9th. It's the 9th of February, 2025. 9th of February, 2026. We're here. Whole different conversation. Once money's been spent and players are gone, but he's still making basic errors. Yes, but giving him more. And then say Zidane's terrible for
Zidane go flop, man.
Say Zidane. Let's say hypothetically, because I wouldn't be against.
Zidane out.
Not hypothetically.
No, I'm saying hypothetically because Zidane will never be here. I'm all for Zidane, but what happens if he has a bad 2 months? Is it then get Zidane out, or he can only do it with the Real Madrid? Again, no. The game's are long for people. I'm just not manager out. I'm sorry.
That's
I'm giving him more time.
Listen, I've said it, man. Unless I see, like you see Villa today, bro. Look at that recruitment Villa today. Did you see their team now? Look at their team I
thought that number 9 off the bench was very good. Maybe we should sign him.
Well, what do you? By the way, But before I get into it, what do you think of Rashford's performance today?
Fucking around.
It's a quick one. He looked like he was.
Yeah, he had a point. He had a point to prove.
He was trying, innit?
He was on it, bro. He was on it.
I told you, man. Hey, we should sign Aston Villa's number 9, man. I'm telling you. I think.
So you say that, Saeed, but how was the end product?
Nah.
There we go. Sorry.
No, but he was a bit tiny though. I gotta give it him though. It was tiny.
He did the Megs and Porro, which was good. He was Rashford with effort. That's it. He was effort.
Yeah. Apparently he was okay on the Amorim. So, you know
what I'm saying? You know. Now listen, I wanted to do well because that means the price goes up and then we get him sold and then we move on amicably and we go from there. But yeah, man, I just thought. You know, it was a bit weird though, wasn't it? Like seeing him in a Aston Villa shirt, it just felt a bit weird, man. They got Adewale says people say Amorim has been underperformed with the players, but these players were picked for Eric Ten Hag's system and underperformed. Now with a new system, we expect better. Doesn't make sense.
Only pushback on that is that's where I say personnel is the issue. That's where I criticize.
Yeah, you have to narrow the gap.
That's where it is. Even though I agree with the overall point that Adewale is making, like.
Yeah, big Adewale,
Adewale. That's where you then have to change the personnel because you know that they ain't gonna work.
But he's saying, "I'm not doing it though, flawless." The guy's told you, "I'm not doing that." Like, if you look at his he will tell you, bro, I ain't about that, bro. I'm not.
No, stop. I'm saying change personnel. I'm not saying change your system. Change person. I'm saying personnel is my biggest criticism of him. That's my biggest issue. And you open the door up for people to criticize you. That's why when you get criticized, I don't defend him. I just defend, the Amorim out thing is crazy. Criticize, yes, but Amorim out is like, yo, I'm saying you and your girl had one bad date and you want to get rid of her.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, little argument. It's like, get out.
Yeah,
bro.
one argument. Yeah, get out of my house.
and she pays the rent. Yeah, whatever, bro. Bro. Yeah, whatever.
Big up Faz as well, man. What are you saying, Faz?
Big up Faz.
Fire hat as well, man. That's fine.
I've embraced the fisherman look.
Yeah, man. Just
I've embraced it. Yeah, man. What are we talking about? Marcus Rashford and Villa. What?
Yeah, we'll talk about that, to be fair, but we'll just kind of talk about the whole Amorim time, patience, you know, and yeah, just in general, yeah, man, just like kind of,
you know, my latest Instagram video, yeah, it's and I know you've seen it, but I'm not trying to shameless plug it, but I'm saying my Instagram video, it's got the fan base so divided, like so divided. Not just that video, but in general, like between the 2-3 videos that I uploaded, like the comment section is either they're Amorim out or they're like Amorim in. There's no like in between. Very few people are in between. Like, oh, you know, let's give him a bit of time. Let's see it through, bro. There's so many people. I was actually surprised how many people. Yeah, just they don't like him anymore. They don't like him. Yeah. They don't like him.
No balance. How about Amorim accountable? That's where I'm at.
I'm almost like, you know, where you have to constantly remind yourself that he is not a manager from before. Like, you know, you cannot put your previous phase into him. You just can't. This is a new relationship, new interaction. You got to do things differently with this one, and you can't use the same methods that you did with the last manager here. You cannot. You just can't, man. There's so many factors involved. So many factors involved before you start saying, oh, you know, he's not performing, this, that, the other. That just tells me more time it'll be rival fans speaking like that. If you're a Manchester United fan and you watch Manchester United regularly, you should know the factors involved as to why he may not be performing or getting the results like we expect him to. And even if a lot of things are going his way, he should be given a bit of grace period anyways because of inheritance tax. We all know about inheritance tax, and he has to pay inheritance tax with Rasmus and you know, having players like Garnacho, Mason Mount, Luke Shaw, so many different variables. You have to give him time, man. Not even time. I'm not even saying you can give him time when he has his players. He don't even have a proper window. He didn't even have a proper window. So how can you be critical when a manager's not even had a proper window? A window to part ways with players that you all wanted to part ways with. To part ways with players that 100% should be leaving Manchester United. You know, the thing is, yeah, these fans, the chat and Twitter and all of every so often they'll put this picture of Ralph Ragnick, open heart surgery. So now you're on the hospital bed with anesthesia and everything, and you're lashing out. Calma, man. Relax. This is the vaccination. Remember, I was saying Ten Hag was the wrong vaccination. This is the right vaccination, man. Rashford is gone. Anthony's gone, people. Do you know what I'm saying? This is big moves. Casemiro in the summer will be gone. These are big moves for Man United. Do you know what I'm saying? We can part ways with Luke Shaw in the summer. These are big moves for Man United, you know. Big moves.
But yeah.
To let go of the sentiment from these players. I'm commenting on every post to do with Marcus Rashford, yeah? All of these posts, interaction farming, I'm commenting, you know, I'm on their neck. I'm on them. Like, no, we don't miss him. No, we don't miss him, bro. We do not miss him.
Wait, who are you saying we miss him, Faz?
Marcus saying, Rashford. it looks, you need to get used to this. No, I don't need to get used to this. No, I do not.
Why exactly?
I need to get used to Dogu, not Marcus Rashford. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Dogu.
I don't
Dog had a promising game. To be fair, I liked it. But again,
Yeah,
just,
but let's be honest here. He didn't pull up any trees. Let's be honest here.
what did you? I didn't
Let's
expect
not
any
try and
trees.
sugarcoat it. Let's not try and sugarcoat it. Yeah. For the fans that were on gassing him up over Dallo, you know, there's some stats that will open your eyes.
He was a lot better than Dallo, bro.
No, he wasn't.
He was. They were playing different. They were playing different sports.
Faz, you don't want to die on this hill, man. We bury you right next to that tree.
No, he wasn't.
Faz, you don't want to die here.
No, he was not playing better than Dallo. No, he was not in my opinion, anyways. They played just as good as each other. They didn't.
Faz, you my good brethren,
bro.
yeah. You know this, Faz, right? Quality content,
Bro.
Faz. Don't die on this hill, please, man.
Dogu passed the ball backwards more than Dallo. Believe it or not, actually.
Yeah, because Dallo was passing.
All of these other
Dallo was passing it to the Leicester players. That's why, mate. You weren't passing it anywhere.
At least Dallo did. I didn't
Bro,
mind.
you've joined the wrong stream for some Dallo prop, some PR.
Yeah,
bro.
we're done with him. Done with him.
No, I'm not. Listen, this Dogu kid, he came on to 45 minutes, got hooked. We don't know more.
I didn't get hooked. It's just his first game. He's acclimatized to the pace of the.
Faz,
you'll say anything to make a point.
Faz might be dog you out, you know, after 45 minutes. No way.
He was never dog you in. What is
he didn't pull up any trees. The fact is, it's a shiny new toy.
It's a shiny new toy. His boy taking him, and he's jealous.
Listen, it's a shiny new toy. That's why you guys are not going to be too critical. And I get it. People were like this with Amrabat. People were like this with Mazraoui. And Mazraoui
judged him off the one game, and he was okay. He went bad.
He was okay. Yeah, he was. But what I will not allow is for the okay performance to be used to degrade a player who has also performed okay.
He wasn't okay. He was fucking shit. Dallo, he was terrible.
Okay.
Bro. Come on, stop it.
Okay.
Stop it now.
Are you okay?
He was not shit.
He was shit.
He was not shit.
He was terrible.
He's not. He made the right passes. He made the right passes more often.
To Leicester players.
Really go and watch the clips back. He made the right passes, the right choice passes more often. And people, I don't know why, they just don't like it. It is what it is. He's the new scapegoat now. But it will be proven wrong in due time. Like many other players I've said before have been proven right. This will be proven right as well. And the manager will. Do
you think Dallo can be successful at wing back for Manchester United? Left or right?
Yes. I think a right side, yes.
Right wing back,
yes.
He can be. Okay. First.
Yeah, right side, 100% he can. 100%.
Yes. I'm just asking.
100% he can. If you're going to give the manager time, that means you are going to give Dallo time as well. That's just what it is.
I'm not giving any of these players time. Let me just
the players ain't getting time.
I ain't getting no time. Jail time. That's the only time these lot deserve. Jail time. Thrown under the jail. No parole. I'm saying no bail. I'm saying no early release for good behavior. Forget these outside of the new players who have just joined. Ahmad Maino, the youngsters. No time for these players. They've been here long enough as it is and have shown their levels. Get them gone expeditiously. Got this whole team and start again. I said time. You need to take a time out.
Amorim and Ineos are not looking at Dallo as an issue. I promise you, they're not. They're not below, way past their headaches right now. There's not even close to their headaches. Not even.
And
close.
That's why I'm Ineos out.
If that's the reason why you're in your out, then
that's one reason. It's one reason. Nah. Listen, for me, Dallo's had a terrible season. He's been from being our best player last season in a sea of shit. He needed to kick on, and he's not done that. I don't think he's played well in any position he's played this season.
In the last game, he did not play bad.
I don't think he's played well this season. Apart from Liverpool away. Liverpool away. That's it.
He had a good game.
Liverpool away when he was playing Trent, who can't defend for shit. Do you know what I mean?
I mean,
So
now
he's saying he's like Manchester United. He can't do too well.
So a player that is highly linked with Real Madrid, who is shit. Dallo absolutely
let him go. Let him go to Real Madrid, bro.
He was also linked to Real Madrid. Romero, yeah,
he's shit.
Anything to cuss out Dallo because he's the latest scapegoat. But my guy has been consistently
shit all season. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, he's had some bad performances.
And is that good? Is that good enough? Is it? Is that good enough?
Okay. In the midst of everything, he's not cost you any goals. He's not cost you any goals.
Jeez, man. Seriously, man.
No, he hasn't. Your favorite players have made mistakes which led to goals. This is
who's
a
favorite player?
factual piece of information.
Who's favorite players? I
You've
can't
had-
stand any of these, man.
I
You've had
don't have a favorite
numerous
player.
players.
I don't like any of these lot.
Shout out to Yosef TV, man. Come on. Fast, how is this going to get better? Forget Dallo. We need to talk about the team.
We need 11 Dallos according to Faz.
Come on, Faz. Speak to us. How's this going to get better?
I think that one of the first things that Ruben needs to do is stop overcomplicating his tactics. I think playing Dogo on the right side and Dallo on the left side is the first way of overcomplicating this thing. Keep it simple. A right-footed right wing back is gonna cross the ball much easier, much quicker, much better. Gonna get forward much better than a left-footed inverted. All of this malarkey. He's trying to overdo this thing. Asking Ugarte to drop in deeper to receive the ball. He's not a Frankie De Jong. He's never gonna be. He's not that profile of a player. He's not the best at passing. So stop asking him to do these certain actions, closer to the centre backs. Instead, play Casemiro next to him. Casemiro actually makes passes from deep much better. So put that next to him. Use Ugarte as a sweeper, as a no disrespect, but as a cleaner, as a sweeper to try and clean up all the mess. Read the ball, make Casemiro's job a little bit easier because Ugarte has the legs. Casemiro doesn't. It makes it better. You can then use Bruno in his favorite position where he's a bit more creative in the 10. And at times you can use Bruno in the 8 as well. Don't forget, you can use Casemiro as a rotational player. Use Casemiro. I'm not saying start him. Use him. 45 minutes, 30 minutes. He's so positive if we use him correctly. Ahmad and Kobe, he needs to stop asking Kobe to come in deeper. Again, all of these players, this coming in deeper stuff, he needs to stop. Kobe plays as a central midfielder when he should be a 10. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like it took him how many games to realize Kobe is a 10, but then only for him to play him as a 10, but ask him to play in midfield as a center midfield. He's overcomplicating. He's really overcomplicating it. Stop this Rasmus Højlund hype train and whatever it's on. Let that go. Play Xerxes. The team plays better when Xerxes starts. You started Xerxes a little bit and then you instantly stopped it. You put both the strikers on the bench. So this is he's just overcomplicating, overcooking it. He needs to calm down, simplify the things down, and when he gets his selection right, he will be fine. He will get the results.
Yeah, I think you know what, man. We just got to be. Tomorrow's a new week, innit? You know what I mean? I know it sounds cliche, but tomorrow's a new week. And let's start off fresh. Hopefully they've done good training. And all we got to do is just start winning some games starting next week against Tottenham. Do I believe it's going to happen?
Yes, it's going to happen. Tottenham are beatable, so beatable right now. And you need to hold the most corn because you are doing fear-mongering into the fans. I'm going to hold you accountable. You're fear-mongering the fans. You're saying, can I get 2 points, please? You know how do you say it? Can I get 2 points, please? You know how he says it?
You need 2 points.
2 games. I just want 2 games. We're going to win. We're going to win. Have some faith, man. We look at how much rest we're having. We've plenty of rest.
What do you see that makes you think we're going to win, Faz? What? Give us the reason why you think we're going to win.
They're down bad. They're down
bad. And we're not, bro.
And we're not.
Recently, we have beaten teams that we didn't think we can beat. Right? We're going into games and we're finding ways of getting some goal. Arsenal, Leicester, we dug deep. Do you know what I'm saying? These little things add to the players' confidence, bro. These little things. That Harry Maguire header adds to the team morale and confidence. Plymouth just slapped Liverpool. But Man United are so down, but we're through to the next round. This is what adds to the team's positivity and confidence. It's important to build on these little moments. The fact that we could score at the dying moments, that's pure Man United heritage, isn't it? Really and truly. Let's be honest. That's Man United all over. So let's use that against Spurs. We turn up against big teams or in big games. So we can, 100%. I'm actually more worried about Everton than Spurs. That's who I'm worried about because Everton
is Tottenham a big team.
It's a big game. They're not a big team. It's a big game.
Club.
I think it's the same magnitude as the game against Everton in a way. I don't think there's any difference.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that is.
You know what I mean? It's the same kind of vibe. They're both in around that area. They're
Both
both
relegation rivals. Yeah.
both relegation rivals. I don't see it being one significant. If it was against, like I said to you, Arsenal away and then Everton away, then I could say to you, okay, cool. You've got more kind of hope that they can get something out of it, Arsenal. But it's still, they're both there and thereabouts. See what I'm saying to you?
Ange is our number. That's the biggest fear, really, because we've never beaten Ange.
Ange got nobody's number at the minute.
Not under Amorim, mate.
Not under Amorim, yeah. Not under Amorim.
Yeah, not under Amorim,
and you have to still see it as a big fixture. I mean, it's Sky R4 still. It's still a big fixture, isn't it? United Spurs. And we're doing well. We're doing well away, aren't we, against a big team? So it has to be one of them ones.
Yep. Very good point. Our away methods of win or result is very different to home. We play differently. We play a lot better when we're away from home. Notice. Look at our results, man. Just look at our results away from home. We do well. Dallo performed exceptional against FCSB away from home. Do you know what I'm saying? Look at these little points.
True.
Now, why are you guys looking away? I don't understand.
Bro.
I'm just saying, people like Liverpool away. Do you know what I'm saying? We done well.
True.
We done well, man.
I respect the faith, man. I think for me we could get a draw. I don't know. I don't know if we're good enough to get a win there because I just don't know where the goals are coming from. But you could get a draw there. I think we can get a draw.
Arsenal away. Come on, I know it's FA Cup, but with 10 men, this team, when Man United like they decide to turn up, they'll just collapse anyone. That's just what we are. When we capitulate, it's a 7-0, it's a massacre. But when we decide to turn up, anybody can get it. Anybody can get it. And that's the only thing I'm banking on when it comes to Spurs. They are down right now. They are so down right now.
They're down. They're down,
bro.
Yeah.
They are down. Considering, if you really consider their squad and our squad, bro, they should be easily in the top 6. Easily. And no matter you say, they've scored 20 plus goals than us, bro, they are still 2 points behind us in the league, bro.
It's a big game. It's a 6-pointer next week. If they win, they go ahead of us. They don't win.
I think if we beat them, I think he gets sacked.
I think if Everton win on the weekend, I think they go ahead of us. Let me just check right now. I think if Palace
why at this point, why are you even looking at the table, bro? I mean,
I'm just letting you know.
I know, but it's just
Palace and Everton could go ahead of us if they win on the weekend. So it's basically a case of who wants to win.
We have to win. We have to win.
Yeah, but
we really have to win on the weekend, or we will be 16th. It depends if West Ham are playing as well. West Ham are 2 points behind us. They play. Who do they play? To be fair, though, they're at home to Brentford. And Brentford don't really win away from home. We're finished, guys. We could be 16th,
Nah, I think we win. I'm with fashion.
We have to actually win, Like we actually have to win, You know how bad that is.
Imagine doing this show next week and we're 16th in the league. I don't know if.
What if we lose? We 16th.
Yeah.
Everton and Everton Palace.
I think the mood could change if we go 16th. I think a lot of people will turn, and I'm not. I don't think it's going to be me because
the thing is,
you're already long-term picture. But I think a lot of people, if we're 16th, which isn't kind of crazy than what you see right now, but if we're 16th, crazy.
But the thing is, you're turning on the wrong man because you should be turning on Ineos. Because look at Villa today. Look at Villa in January. Went and signed 5 players. Getting Asensio. They've gone and got Rashford.
Disasi.
And then we've Disasi, the Spanish midfielder, and we've gone and got Dorgu and Heaven. You're looking at the wrong person. You should have been back. Should have been allowed 5 players to come in himself to try and kick on and get us. Look, City lost to Arsenal, got battered off Arsenal, went and signed a player for 50 mil. We've not backed a new manager to come in and try and get us that. But sitting in the bottom half of the table, this club do not give a fuck. They're not asked. It goes to show you who we're being led by. They don't want to improve on anything. And this is what goes back to what you were saying before, Flawless. They've written off the season. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
They don't care. and actions speak louder than words. And them not backing him shows they're not arsed about this season at all. As long as we don't get relegated, they're happy with that. But Saeed would rather us get relegated, so that's fine, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
So I say that again.
He said you'd rather us get relegated. Oh no, no.
Liverpool
can't win the treble now, so it's all good, isn't it? Doesn't matter now.
Yeah. Liverpool, yeah, when you can't win it exactly. So that video's kind of dead. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Shout out to Miles and them, man. But I think ultimately, man, yeah, man, we just have to wait and see. I think for me, this week, training. And then, like I said, we just got to be hopeful. There's no games in midweek to kind of piss us off, which is good news. You know what I mean? So we wait until Sunday, 4:30, and then we go find out. You know what I mean? I think they have a week off as well, Tottenham as well. So they'll be fresh. So then we'll be fresh. And let's see what happens, man.
Their last few home games has not been the best. Do you know what I'm saying? Look at Leicester game in the league.
Yeah, no.
You know what I'm saying? Look at who else?
That's why I say it's going to be a mid-off. It's going to be a mid-off. It's going to be a mid-off.
Newcastle as well in the league.
Did he get beat off Ipswich?
Yeah, they did.
Ipswich, yeah. We cannot talk as well. We cannot talk. We can laugh at them. We can say whatever we want, but ultimately our own home is under construction. It needs a lot of help. So it's a case of on the day, who can get the better look, who can find the key moments in the game, and who can eventually just.
Let's be honest, it's going to be who's going to be less shit. That's who's
basically, yeah. Who's going to be less shit?
That's it.
To be honest, we usually lose that fight as well. To be fair,
yeah. What is it? Where are they in the table? Are they 15? Where are they in the table? They're 15.
They're not behind. They're behind us, isn't it? They're behind us. Yeah. So, yeah. So that's what I'm saying to you. So we're going to see. But listen, people, we're gonna wrap it up here, guys. Hit the like button. I don't know what's going on with people, man. They're not hitting the like button. There's only 596 likes. You know, guys, we got to at least hit 800 likes by the end of the video. You lot, mods, anyone right now that's watching right now, support the channel. Hit the like button. Big up to everyone who's been here joining us, super chatted. You know the score, man. It's been lit, man. Super Bowl later on. I'm gonna be live about 11:15. Super Bowl. Yeah, 11:15. Super Bowl. We're gonna redirect to Flawless now, though, who's gonna go live. You got a Q&A, right? Is it Q&A?
The United's best show. So it should be
okay. I'll set that down then. Yeah, man. Let them know what's coming up, bro.
It should be good. First and foremost, blessed for having me as always on the channel. Appreciate it. Shouts to Double A. Big up to Faz as well each and every time. Yeah, so for the United's best show coming up, and then following that, I'm back with Beja Reds TV, Barnes and Pops, United Liverpool podcast. So that's going to be good. You know what I'm saying? Very interested to see what they've got to say after that FA Cup game against Plymouth. So yeah, subscribe to the channel and come check out the content, people. You know what I'm saying? Big up as always, Saeed.
Big up, man. Big up to you, my guy. Big up to Double A, man. Love, as always, 1K, road now to 5K and then 10K. So big up to you.
Yeah, man, that's obviously the goal. Happy to get it over with in the first month of the season, the first month of the year, which is good. But no, big up, like I say, big up to you and the community for helping me through that and everything. But obviously, always a pleasure to be here. Big up to you every time, Saeed. Big up to my wingman, Flawless. And obviously, it's always good to see Faz, as always. And big up the best chat on YouTube. Just dropping videos every week. Obviously, didn't do one on Friday, which I mean, apart from the dramatics, everything else would have been shit. But other than that, I do have a video.
You still having issues in the ground? Sorry, with film.
She wasn't there today. Oh, she wasn't there on Friday. She wasn't nowhere to be seen. But then I did see her coming out, so I don't know. It's a case of just watching where I'm going every time I try and get in the ground. But just one person, bro. But I do have a video coming this week. Are Ineos the Glazers 2.0? Asking Man United fans that question, by the way. So getting their opinions, because I think it's very important. The tide might be turning on Ineos very soon. So it's important to find out from United fans exactly what we think about him, or what certain fans think about him, and who's backing them, and who's already on their case like me. But anyway. If you want to check out any videos, I've got FC, the word double, and A. That's where I live on YouTube and all the socials. But yeah, big ups to everyone.
Big up, man. Big up, and Faz. Big up to Planet Faz. What are you saying, bro? Big up to you.
Chilling, man. Like I said, man. Man United cannot stress me. I'm doing up side missions right now, so there's gonna be some interesting content dropping on my channel, non-football related, because I did not go Turkey for Man United to freaking finish my hairline, bro. So that's not happening.
I hear that still. I hear that, man. So make sure you lot check out Faz's content when he comes in. Big up Belay Visuals, laughing emoji. Big up to you, man. And yeah, like I said, head over to Flawless's channel, and then I'll be live at 11:15 for the Super Bowl 25. Come on, Mahomes. We're out.